So this question is asking about like when you work on stuff, why don't you expand on it as writers and talk about it more? And using the example of Mark Laidlaw and the epistles. Uh, After Mark did that, I sent him a note and said that what he did was wrong and that he shouldn't do that. And I 100% believe that. We don't own those stories. The company does. The group does. Because it wasn't just us. There's a whole bunch of people making stuff. I get to take the glory of saying I was a writer on this in the words. There's a whole bunch of people who had influence on that, who made everything better. Every single project I've worked on is that way. And so there's that. And then second, what Mark did then was unfair to everybody actually working on the game. Because being the idea guy is easy. Having the big, broad, hey, just do this. But then you always, I don't care what your story is, you always run into problems of like, okay, now what do we do? Shit, now we're stuck. How do we get out of this? There's always some kind of problems with the execution of it or the order changes. And I get Mark's frustration for sure. But we were all paid fairly, did well, walk away. It's just not fair because we're not going to solve those problems. If Mark was going to roll up his sleeves and continue working on Half-Life 3, and I get why he doesn't, then fair. But like, you don't take the pot shot and walk away and say, here, let me add more confusion. Let me throw more flames on the fire or more wood on the fire to cause the flames. You know what I'm saying? Right. But you just don't do that. And that's what happens when you write for big companies. Valve's big enough of a company that there's a whole bunch of other people that are involved and who have as much ownership, and you're passing it on. You're passing it on to everybody who stays, and you have to respect that. And you have to respect that they're going to have ideas. They're going to have thoughts. They're going to have things that they want to do in that space because they've been influenced by what you did, and they're excited about that, and they love the IP as much as you do. And then you just sit back and you watch where they take it. You enjoy that. Right? Like if they do something with the Left 4 Dead series, I'm excited to see if they bring back any of the old characters or talk about them or what they do with them. I'm not like, you have to do this or that. It doesn't work that way.